What do you want your 3 wishes to be? Let me guess. More bones? Buckle up. Let's talk 3,000 years of longing. Hollywood has been looking for a way to get your butt back in those seats. And apparently the solution is Idris Elba. Whether he's fighting a lion like last week, or he is a genie in this one. At the end of the day, I think every lonely woman just wants Idris Elba. Lilu, what do you think? Idris Elba fan? I think you are. Let me tell you a story of a storytelling expert listening to a story. Lilu, is your mind blown, Lilu? 'Cause mine is. Also, quite a different offering from George Miller, who most people would know as the Mad Max guy. But he also did Bay Pig in the City. Just a little note there. Apparently, 3,000 Years of Longing is a film he has been longing to make for 20 years. So I was quite interested to see what this movie was about. After 20 years, we finally get a film dedicated to a narrativologist? Apparently that's a job? Lilu, did you know that? A narrativologist is actually a good character in this movie because this woman is a lonely narrativologist who studies the power of storytelling. And that is exactly what this movie is about. Cut to her discovering a genie who has a gift for storytelling. But this genie has been locked in a bottle for centuries, so I would think that he probably has a story or two to tell. Lilu, brace yourself, speed bump ahead! We got through it together, Lilu. We got through it. In this movie, George Miller takes the action from like Mad Max and replaces it with good old-fashioned conversation between the two main characters of Idris Elba and Tilda Swinton. And this is exactly what the movie depends on. Depends on their chemistry, and fortunately for us, these are fantastic actors who give amazing performances. They have great chemistry together. They have command over the story. Sometimes narration in movies can feel a little lazy at times, but in this case, it's about storytelling and what a story they have to tell.
Are you not entertained? Are you not entertained?
You've never had a friend like this genie. Get it, Lilu? Copyright infringement? Huh? Who wants to get sued by Disney? This is not your typical genie. He's not your wish is my command, abracadabra type of fella. He instead is a deep emotional being who has loved and lost. He tells his life through semi-historical vignettes that are filled with such passion and intrigue that our lead character, played by Tilda Swinton, is moved by his storytelling. And that is what gets her. It's storytelling. She, in her normal life, is incapable, not about incapable, but she doesn't really experience life through regular emotion. But she does know storytelling, and here is where he hooks her, through story. Tilda Swinton's character claims she is content with life, but as our genie is describing his lost loves, an awakening occurs, and she realizes she is missing that in her life. I think George Miller here is really commenting on storytelling itself. It goes back through centuries, the first of man, drawing on cave walls, and these big stories, including the Three-Wish Genie, have traveled for ages. And now, do these fables and stories still fit into modern society with our TikToks and our televisions, with all this noise and distraction? Does it still have a place in our lives? And if it doesn't have a place in our lives, what does that mean for human connection? Is that what George Miller is actually getting to? Is that human connection lost? Is that ability to tell stories and narratives through generations gone? our entertainment is such short attention span, especially with something like TikTok. You're just floop, 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 floop. It's not coming fast enough. It needs to be quicker. It needs to be faster. It needs to be instant. You need to have instant apps, instant download. You don't have time to tell a wonderful, engaging story anymore. So to hear these wonderful actors just sit back, and tell us these grand stories is refreshing. Can we go even deeper? Lilu? Can we go deeper? The cinematography of the stories within the story were also quite well done. So was the art direction, I would say, but maybe a little heavy on the CGI. I think it could have used a little bit less of that. But, George Miller is a highly stylized director, so it goes right in his wheelhouse. I'm impressed, Lily, weren't you? Now, here's where the story kind of falls apart for me. It could have made a couple of left turns when it should have taken a right. Without giving spoilers, it's kind of difficult to describe, but let me try. Pretty early on, Tilda Swinton, our narrator, establishes that she has imaginary friends in the past. And so you are left with questions. Is this genie real, or is he a fabrication of a storyteller?
Is this all right? You sure? Well, I'll give you a hand. Don't slip. Now, you sure this is all right? You wouldn't rather sit in the booth? What?
Is she crazy? Is she not crazy? I personally like a more ambiguous movie. I don't like you to spell it out for me. I like to, be left with questions and asking things. But this movie kind of solidifies what the movie is supposed to be. And I didn't really like that. It had a little bit of a Lord of the Rings type of ending. I love Lord of the Ring movies. But that ending, it kept on fading to black. And you're like, oh, it's over. No, whoa, it's still going. Okay. Fade to black. Oh, wait, there's more. And that is exactly what happened with this movie. I kept on making peace, going, okay, that's a fitting ending. And then go, oh, no, okay, we're 3 years later now. Okay, we're still going. All right. And I felt that the movie should have maybe ended 15 minutes earlier. That would have been my cut. For a movie about storytelling, I think you really have to nail the ending. It was such a simple and engaging film, and the ending just complicates it. It muddies the movie. And for that reason, for the ending, I'm going to have to say it is a yellow light. It gets a yellow light. You see that green light ahead? That's where we were heading until we got to the end. And then boom, yellow light. I will reiterate again. It is the performances of Idris Elba and Tilda Swinton that are able to raise the material and keep us engaged with the story of the storytellers listening to stories. What would I wish for? You know, Lilu? I think I would wish for only